Okay, I think we're live today, Amel. So here we go. If you are watching us today in our group, our new group, I would like to say thank you for watching and welcome everybody to our joint live today, where we are going to be talking and having a really good discussion with Amel Tait, who is an amazing pharmacist who's within our team. She's based in London and I'm based in Bath. And we're going to be talking about the C word today, the coronavirus, which, yeah, we all talk about the weather, but this has now gripped the world for, a lot of reasons. But how we can look at ways of actually looking after our health and reducing cross-contamination, cross-bacterial virus infections, whatever, within our own families and our own homes. So if you are watching today, let us know where you're coming in from. And if you can grant StreamYard permission by clicking on the link on this live, then we can then see any questions or any comments that you'd like to make within kind of our live today. So thank you for joining us. And now I'm just going to introduce Amel to the group. And Amel can tell us a little bit about what you do.
Hi, Lisa. Hi, everybody.
Hi, lovely.
Inviting me to this little video chat in front of you. As you just mentioned, my name is Amel, and I am a pharmacist. I have a master's degree in pharmacy, working in community pharmacy for over 25 years now. And obviously, during my career, I have interacted and helped thousands of people. People nowadays like to come to pharmacy. They like to ask advice from a pharmacist because they feel at ease. They feel that pharmacists care a bit more because we don't rush them through a consultation room or time them or let them just mention one topic like doctors do. So we have a bit more time for them, for the community. This is why we community pharmacists. So we care for people. And I always enjoyed giving very much needed extra time in the consultation room where they talked about their medication and health problem. Also during my career, I have noticed that all these years that sadly, we are becoming a sick nation. So using more and more medication, we hand out bags and bags of shopping bags of medication, really. And which is really sad. So that made me turn into nutrition, metabolism, and vitamins coaching. And I studied these topics at the School of Natural Health Sciences. And I also turned into nutrigenomics. Nutrigenomics, as if people don't know what it is, it's a science that study the relationship between the human genome and health to optimize your genetic potential. And the well-known company for that is LifeVantage. That people have been now taking their supplements, which are really, really good. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing now. I'm coaching people to a better life using nutrition. Why nutrition? Because you are what you eat. So if you are a healthy diet, that you have a healthy lifestyle, so you are healthy. Why vitamins? Because we need to take vitamins on a daily basis because we never get enough in our food. The soils have been depleted of vitamins. It's not really, although it's organic or whatever, it's never enough vitamins in it. And yeah, that's what I've been doing, and also advise people to take LifeVantage supplements as well.
Amazing. So can I ask you, you're a biohacker as well, and like me, taking these supplements really are there to boost our immune system, certainly in this current climate. But I mean, what would you say are the biggest advantages of taking or certainly, boosting your immune system by taking supplements? What do you think the biggest advantages are, Amel?
Obviously, the biggest advantage of taking supplements is your immune system, to boost your immune system.
Hmm.
And in the current situation, the coronavirus, it is very important to have a strong immune system. So if you have a strong immune system and you catch the virus, then you can fight it. You know, your body can fight it and you can come out alive. But the most important is to avoid catching it, avoid being infected with it. And as all the media have been saying, it's very important to follow these advice: hand washing, avoid crowded areas, use sanitizers, and take supplements.
Absolutely. But I mean, you know, for somebody like you that lives in a really crowded city like London, I mean, how do you actually get around that? How do you avoid, you know, being in that sort of close proximity to so many people that are coughing, spluttering, germs, that kind of thing? How do you avoid that?
It is difficult, I must admit. It's very difficult. I have been doing more driving, to be honest. But if you take public transport, it's very important, obviously, to cover your mouth. Even if you don't have a mask, just a scarf across your face, a thin cloth, that will help as well. And lots and lots of use of sanitizers. Don't touch your face. The virus can live a long time in those metal bars, you know, in buses and in tubes. Avoid touching it, or use sanitizers. Avoid touching your face. Even if you get it on your hand, as long as you don't touch your face and you wash your hands as soon as it's possible, or use a sanitizer, you should be okay. And avoid taking them on a rush hour, because if it's in a crowded area, you know, people are next to you, you're breathing their breaths, so you will catch it. Like this.
Yeah, it's a really, really difficult situation, especially for people that have to go to work and have to commute, you know, using public transport and being forced to be in a situation like that. It must be absolutely horrendous, really horrendous. Anyway, Lee's joined us. So hi, Lee. Nice to have you on today, and thanks for joining us. We can't post comments, unfortunately, so don't worry too much, but we're just going to go on to talk to Amel about, you know, making your own hand sanitizers, because I went to the supermarket yesterday and it was just ridiculous because everywhere has sold out of everything. So, you know, even just
For a week now.
yeah. And you can't buy any antibacterials. You can't buy, I mean, even soap. There must have been about 2 bars of soap. Now, I'm not a bar of soap user. I do use liquid soap, but I couldn't believe it. I absolutely couldn't believe how much stuff had literally clean the you know, supermarket shelves. So I think the thing is, you can make improvisations, and you can do lots of yourself, as Amel said, you know, quite rightly, you can cover your mouth with a scarf, a headscarf or something like that. And you know what, does it matter if you don't normally wear these kinds of things? You know, you're protecting yourself, and you're protecting yourself from, you know, this horrendous virus. So, you know, what would you suggest, Amel, in terms of, you know, making yourself some kind of DIY hand sanitizers or sprays? What would you kind of use for that sort of thing?
It's very easy to make your own hand sanitizers. A homemade sanitizer is the best thing, and I've been doing that because we also run out in the pharmacy. We cannot, it's out of stock. We cannot get any hand sanitizer or gel or any hand liquid wash whatsoever. So I've been making my own, and I've got 2 recipes really. One using white vinegar. So what you do is you use 1 cup of white vinegar, and you add to it of hot water, and then put some essential oils. So the best thing is to have a strong sanitizer is to combine 2 or 3 essential oils. So
2 or 3 different ones.
yeah,
Yeah.
the top really top 10 antibacterial essential oils are oregano. You've got tea tree essential oil. You've got citronella, geranium. The oil is very also strong. Lemongrass, eucalyptus, lavender, peppermint. Oregano I put oregano at the top of the list. It's a very good antivirus and antibacterial essential oil. So this is the thing that you should have. If you don't have any essential oil, get oregano.
So
Essential.
oregano, you would say, is probably right up there with the likes of lavender, the likes of melaleuca, which is tea tree. So
Peppermint.
okay, so that's good to know. That's good to know. And are you talking about pure grade essential oils? Because this is the thing, there's a lot of confusion about essential oils, and also the fact that you can buy them in the cheaper shops, you can buy them randomly in the supermarkets and things like that, but actually you're not looking at, you've got to get a good quality one, and the good quality ones are the pure grade ones. Now they are obviously the ones that are more expensive, but I mean, what's the difference?
I mean, yes, they are expensive, you're right, but you only need a few drops. I mean, as I said, in 1 cup of white vinegar, 2 cups of hot water, you're putting 10 to 15 drops of tea tree oil and 15 to 20 drops of, for example, eucalyptus oil. So use 2 blends, and then that makes you quite good quantity, and then you can divide it into spray bottles like I've been doing. Use it, and it's important to remember that you've got to shake it, because it's a separate. So before using, give it a bit of shake, spray, and it smells lovely and it protects you. It's really nice. I just bought a box of different essential oils. They're very small, but they last a long time. I had this for maybe 6 months now.
Okay, brilliant.
Yeah, so you don't need much, 10 to 15 drops in 2 or 3 bottles like this, so it lasts a long time.
Okay.
The recipe is, instead of using white vinegar, is using vodka. Vodka is high in alcohol, 40%. There you are. You got your vodka.
The thing is though, this one is only 37.5% there, so it's not worth it.
Fine, it's a bit low, but it's fine, because you're not going to dilute it. You're not going to dilute it. So use it as it is. Just add essential oil and use it. Or the Polish vodka is high in alcohols, up to 60%.
Yeah, it is. The Russian vodka.
Next to you, get it from the Polish shop.
Yeah.
And you don't have to measure. You just fill up your bottle with vodka, add 20 drops of essential oil, and that's your hand sanitizer ready.
Brilliant. I absolutely think that is an amazing tip. Absolutely brilliant tip. The fact that you can use vodka and essential oils to make a great hand sanitizer, and you can wipe down your...
And there's no chemicals,
No chemicals.
The only slight side effects of using too much vodka or too much vinegar is you get dry hands. So evening, what I do, I put lots of hand cream on my hands, wear white cotton gloves, and sleep. In the morning, your hands like baby skin.
Really?
Because all day you're using your hands, we use our hands all the time. Nighttime, just cover them with a nice hand cream, wear cotton gloves, and sleep. And that is the best remedy to that, to a dry hair.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. So I am definitely going to use that, because, as I say, there are no spray bottles, and my daughter keeps pestering me for some hand sanitizer gel, but even those are not available. So and the fact that, as I say, that you can buy these little, where's the camera, you can buy these little bottles. I had some previously with my previous company, Norway. Unfortunately these are plastic, but you can see that they've got the spray and the lids. They've got the caps over the lids. Oh, not doing very well here with the camera. You've got the caps over the lids there. So
just keep hand sanitizers, the one that finished, don't throw it away, don't throw the bottles. Keep them up, and then just refill them with your own homemade sanitizer. And
it's great because they're small enough to get in your handbag, and small enough to put in your coat pockets as well if you're going out anywhere. So if you end up going to the supermarket, you can quickly spray the trolleys or the baskets.
The keys, the handles, the car, the boards of your computer. it's the best thing.
I think we've become very paranoid now as well, because we're all kind of really, really scared. But I guess the one thing is that it's teaching us these, you know, basic rules of hygiene that really will, at the end of the day, kind of stick with us, and we'll get into such we'll get into good habits of it, because we do take it for granted that everything we touch, you know, can end up being passed on to other people, and the devastating effects of this virus have been absolutely phenomenal. And you know, it's one thing with the rapid growth and the spread of it, but equally, if we can all do our bit to reduce the cross contamination of this and contain it, then I think that's absolutely brilliant. So I want to say a massive thank you for joining us today to talk about your tips. And
add one more thing.
Of course.
The vitamins, you know, in the winter, it's very important to take extra vitamin C and vitamin D. And if some people say, oh, 1 gram a day is enough, 1 gram a day is not near to be enough.
Really?
You have to take 5 grams in divided doses. 5 grams of vitamin C with 100, 200 units of vitamin D. The winter season, then you spend your without any cause of of flu. It's really important.
So boost your immune system with vitamin C and D.
Yeah.
And then I think what we'll do is we will put in the comments after this live what your recipe is for your hand sanitizer. I think that would be really good.
Yeah.
And also, you know, to boost your immune system, use you know, a combined supplement, and also additionally add the vitamin C and vitamin D in a, you know, a higher dosage for the winter months. And I think, you know, if you follow those tips and eat a good, healthy, balanced diet and that sort of thing, you know, you're definitely on the right track to, you know, looking after yourself and boosting
you could read on my post on my Facebook page, Health Pilgrims.
Okay.
There all sort of recipes and things and tips, healthy tips for everybody to use.
Excellent. So can you put that link onto the bottom of this live in on here? Would that be all right? Brilliant. Okay, so that's fantastic. Thank you so much for
having me.
Oh, it's amazing. Well, you're going to be one of our guest speakers on a regular basis, so I think that's going to be amazing. I think we're going to do lots of different topics that affect certainly women and men and even children. But, you know, I think it's quite exciting that, you know, we can kind of take a topic and look at ways of you know, understanding it a little bit more, put it all into layman's terms, and then applying, you know, the actual solutions to these particular problems. And I think that, you know, I think that's what we want to create within this community, you know, a lot of awareness and a lot of kind of benefits of what, you know, what we know, and sharing of information and education. So, you know, I think it's really, really good. But thank you so much for joining us today, Amel, and we will see you again possibly next week if I can pin you down. But I'm sure that there are going to be other people that want to do live interviews with you as well, because you're incredibly knowledgeable. And thank you so much indeed for joining us today. All right, my darling, we see you again soon. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Thanks, Lee. Bye. Bye.
Bye.